A new release! I actually watched a new release. It's about time I stopped watching idiotic action movies like G.I. Joe 1 and 2, and instead I watched an idiotic action movie called TENET. Alright, welcome back guys, and look, I'm a fan of Christopher Nolan. I enjoy Interstellar, I enjoy the Dark Knight trilogy, I had fun watching Inception, and you know what? I even thought Dunkirk was pretty good, but Tenet? Oh my god, what the hell? I admire this film on a lot of technical levels. Let's be honest, the visual effects are really good, the action sequences are interesting, and the editing, which is impeccable, really does sell this film. As does the cinematography. I mean, the beauty in so many of those shots, but that's not the problem. We know Christopher Nolan can direct a film. The problem here lies more in the story. I mean, honestly, this was a concept that I feel like on paper seemed really cool, but in execution was god-awful. Kind of reminds me of what a 12-year-old would think, like, oh, explosions go backwards, walls get reconstructed, so cool. But then, I don't know, it kind of all falls apart once it's on screen. Ironic, isn't it? Pretty much a film about reconstruction. This whole thing of everything being inverted, I don't know, it doesn't really make sense, and maybe I'm just too stupid to follow, but it didn't work for me. And I think the worst thing about it is there were only basically 3 action sequences in the whole film, and I found it kind of cheap to just rewind them and replay them and do them again and do them There's like the plane moment, there's the car chase, and then there's the big confrontation at the end. You played them in one way, you played them the other, you place them wherever the hell you want in the movie. As I said, the editing of this is genius, but somehow it felt kinda cheapish. And then of course the villain, Kenneth Branagh's Russian villain. His whole plot seemed kind of clouded. I didn't really understand how he was going to accomplish what he wanted to accomplish, nor why it would work that way. I wasn't really sold on that. I love Robert Pattinson. John David Washington is a good actor, so both of them were a sell for me, but in this film, I don't know, they kind of just walked around a lot. To be fair, all of the performances were acceptable, they just all felt a bit stiff. This thing is way too long also. Let's not kid ourselves, it's what, 2.5 hours? That's way too much for what this should have been. So yeah, that's about it. I was expecting more from this. I'll tell you what, I wasn't sold on the plot and I wasn't really sold on the believability of the concept, but on a technical level this thing is impressive, and I guess my only real complaint is that it was kind of So, yeah. It wasn't quite average. It was a bit above. It was above average. What did you think of Tenet? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Is it something that you're happy Nolan took so many years to write? Thank you so much for stopping by. Like, subscribe, do all the good things, and I'll see you next time.